If you have Discord, join my server, just for fun. Link will be in the description below. On to the intro. Hello 1010 players, it is I, Mr. 10 Frames, and we're back again with another Mario Kart related video, and this one is Mario Kart Wii. This game came out in April 27th, 2008, which was released in America. It was released in Japan in April 10th, 2008. This was the first game to have bikes, 12 racers, to have your Miis as racers, and tournaments. Let me know in the comments below if I missed something. Of course, this was one of my childhood games growing up. They gave us great new tracks, and most of the tracks would appear in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, and 4 of the new tracks would come back in Mario Kart 7. I also talked about all 10 battle tracks in the Mario Kart Wii battle tracks. I just talked about the 5 new battle tracks and the 5 retro battle tracks. And as I said this before, the tracks on the list are my opinions, so I'm okay if you hate a track I like or like a track I hate. With that being said, let's get on with the list. Time to do the honorable mentions as usual. For Moo Moo Meadows, I'm glad that this track would come back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and not to be confused by Moo Moo Farm from Mario Kart 64. This is honestly a great track to play on. There's cows and Monty Moles, but just avoid them or else you'll get hit. I pretty much love the detail of this track and it looks great. Moonview Highway came back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and in Mario Kart Tour, and I like this track and the atmosphere of it and the layout as well. It's amazing that you're in a city and that there's tolls to pass through. I kind of feel like this track is somewhat similar to Toad's Turnpike from Mario Kart 64. There's a tournament for this track where you just do the time trial and at least you get triple mushrooms. Great track to play on. Please don't get your pitchforks on this one, but Rainbow Road is on the honorable mentions. Don't get me wrong, I like this track. However, am I the only one to think that this track has Mario Kart 8 physics? Oh yeah, this track would come back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass and for some reason, Mario Kart Tour. For the tournament, it's the same thing as Moonview Highway except that a chain chomp has been added. So, overall, I like the layout detail of this track and it's, well, really colorful to say the least. To start off, I really love the snowy detail of this track. It's amazing that this track is like a winter sports resort theme track. At least this track came back in Mario Kart Tour and in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, and I like that this is a Donkey Kong related track, and also not to be confused by DK Pass from Mario Kart DS. And there's more I want to talk about. I love how it has mountains and that there's Shy Guys snowboarding. Isn't that cool? For the tournament challenge, you just pass through 25 gates and that's it. This is a really awesome track to play on because of the snowy theme and details too. I'm glad that this is a Wario related track, and this track would come back in Mario Kart 8 as a DLC. I love the layout of this track. The tracks have wooden planks on it. You will then go inside, well, what looks like a cave, and then you'll be greeted by bats. But at least there are mine carts, which is part of the obstacle of this track. I'm also surprised that this course music would be reused in Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games, and Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 Olympic Winter Games, but with a remix. For the tournament, you just be racing against a giant wiggler and you'll only get triple mushrooms or stars. Perfect track to play on, great details, and it has an amazing atmosphere element to it. How on earth has this track not came back in Mario Kart 8 and in Mario Kart Tour? Come on, this is a Toad related track. I hope this track does come back in Mario Kart 9. But anyways, here's why I think this track is awesome. It's a factory, need I say more? I like how the hydraulic pressure can crush you like the thwomps do and the vehicles in Moonview Highway. And I love the conveyor belt's color. The green means forward and obviously the red means backwards. I enjoyed the details and the designs of this course, and the fact that you're driving inside a factory building seems pretty creative. And as for the tournament, you would just do a time trial in reverse and there's ramps added. This is a very cool track to play on, and let's just hope that this track can come back soon. I'm glad that this is a Daisy-related track, and I love how everything is orange. The sky is orange, the textures are orange, heck, even the water is orange or somewhat yellowish. And I'm also glad that this track came back in Mario Kart Tour and in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. The best part of this track is that there's a Luigi and Daisy statues, and there's even a baby Luigi and a baby Daisy statue. I just love how this track has an orange theme to it, and it looks fantastic. It's like I'm in an orange aesthetic picture. For the tournament, you just pass through 22 gates with the help of a mushroom. Overall, I think that this track is really fantastic, and I still can't get over that the whole track is orange, and it's very aesthetic, to say the least. To start off, I love how it's an autumn-themed track, and I even love that there's big wigglers in this track. There are leaves everywhere in this track, hence why it's an autumn-themed track. And I also love that there's what looks like a net bridge, and at least you can do tricks with it. At least this was a retro track in Mario Kart 7, and once again it came back in Mario Kart Tour and in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. And for the tournament, you would have to collect 15 coins that are hidden in the pile of leaves. But to make this more challenging, there are now 5 big wigglers. Wow. It's really fascinating that they can make any creative track and details and themes, and it's this one. What makes this more interesting is that this course takes place at a forest. And the trees do look amazing though. What else do I have to say? Great track, by the way. It's awesome, and yeah. This track feels like a water slide, but this seems pretty fun. At least this track came back in Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart Tour, and in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. Not to mention, this is a Koopa Troopa related track, just like Koopa Troopa Beach from Mario Kart 64, and I guess Koopa Beach from Super Mario Kart. Now, I really like the layout design of this track, and I love that you're driving the river, and then you'll come across the warp pipe, and I love that they put the iconic warp pipe sound. Once you go in the warp pipe, you're driving underwater. Well, not really, but you get the point. Now, I really think that this is an amazing track, as it's an Isle-themed track. The best part is that there's a giant green shell somewhere in the distance. For the tournament, you just pass through 25 gates, and that's it. Awesome track to play on, and this is the best in my opinion, and let's hope that Nintendo makes more Isle-themed tracks later on. You jump on mushrooms. That's all I gotta say. Next! Okay, but in all seriousness, this right here is an amazing track to play on. I love that this track takes place in the mountains and there's mushrooms you jump on. The red mushrooms means you jump, and you get to perform tricks, and the green mushroom means you don't jump on them. Later on, you'll come across a cave where it has a lot of mushrooms and that's it. And this one only appears in Mario Kart 7 and in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that is the blue mushroom where you perform gliding. This track also came back in Mario Kart Tour. For the tournament, you would have to compete doing a time trial in reverse, and there are several ramps for the tournament. I pretty much love this track in my opinion. This course looks amazing and outstanding as well, and one heck of a fun track to play on. On to number 1. A mall-themed track? Now that sounds like an amazing idea. Once you drive inside the building, the fun begins. You just drive through a mall, and that's it. I also love that there's sponsors on the wall, which that's something you'll come across later on in the track. There's even a section where you do somewhat a shortcut inside a store. Pretty cool, right? Man, I just can't believe that Nintendo came up with something creative for a track. Nintendo needs to make more of these types of tracks like this one. When you launch yourself out of the mall building, you'll come across 3 cars driving back and forth. If you bump into them, you'll lose your speed. At least the area is like a parking lot. This track would come back in Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart Tour, and in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. The tournament for this track, you would have to collect 50 coins that are scattered throughout the mall. And this will always be the best Mario Kart Wii track ever in my opinion, and the most creative track ever as well. And that is the end of the top 8 best Mario Kart Wii tracks. Thank you for watching this video, and if you made it towards the end, make sure you like and comment. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and click the bell icon too so you don't miss out on any new videos. Drop a comment below on what's your favorite Mario Kart Wii track. With that being said, peace out everyone!